Hey everybody, Rock DIY here. I have a well system. This is an Aquasana whole house water filtration system. Got a pre-filter, rhino filters, salt-free, post-filter, UV light, controller, bypass, got all that stuff. Main reason why I'm doing this video is to share some information that some of you may be aware of, some of you may not be aware of. And I think in my case I wasn't aware because a manual, a 20-page manual that should have came with my system did not come with it. I got 3 of these little handouts. They're like 8 pages long, but I didn't get the 20-page one. So there was information in there about the controller that's not in any of the other manuals. And it's really important because, you know, and everything you read, and if you go on Aquasana website, it says change out the UV light or UV filter every year. So when the controller goes off, replace the UV light and also clean the quartz sleeve. But I'm not one to enjoy wasting things. So when I hit the year mark, what I did is I pulled out the quartz sleeve with the light, cleaned the quartz sleeve, and then I took the light and put it back in, because it doesn't make sense to replace a light that still works. So some would say, well, you should replace it, or how do you know it's not bad? Well, some of the things that you wouldn't know unless you had the 20-page manual is the controller will actually display lamp failure. So if you decide to continue to use the light bulb, if it goes out, you will get LF on the display right here. The other thing someone could say is, well, how do you know whether the UV light, even though it's still on, how do you know that it's going to be effective? Well, the way that you would know whether it's effective or not is another thing that would be displayed on the controller is -1. If -1 is on the screen, that basically means the UV light is not working properly. So I am now 375 days plus 31 days. So a year and 31 days. And I'm going to continue to use this bulb until I either get a -1 or I get an LF fault. And then also I have another used bulb, so when that one does go bad, I'm going to put this one in and use it as long as I can before I put a new one in. And I do also have a new bulb just in case. It's always good to have a used bulb or a new bulb, so if this one goes bad, you can replace it with one or the other. That's just some good information to know, so you're not spending money that you don't necessarily have to spend as often. You will if you keep the system. Yeah, you're going to be spending the money to buy the bulbs at some point, but why not use them as long as they still work properly? I will also put the 20-page manual in the description, because one of the things I found out is that this manual at the time was not on the website, even though the Aquasana representative told me that's where it was. I searched, then they got on the website and searched themselves and couldn't find it. So it was sent to me through my email. They may have posted it by now, but at the time it wasn't there. So I have it, and I'll post the link to it because it does have some more information about the controller that's not in this manual. This manual is the UV filter manual, but the only thing it does is tell you how to reset the controller after you replace the bulb.